Hello, 'tis Friday, which doesn't really mean very much, to be quite honest with you, but it's been a good Friday, and I'm actually hoping for Janine to appear, but she's not been very fast. She's been a bit tardy, actually. So maybe what we should do is we should just go and find Janine, and that'll sort her out. Although she's out with her goats, which is never good. And how do I know she's out with her goats? Because her goats have been going past the window. And yeah, it's never a good thing, marauding goats. Right, so let's take this. Let me see. Now, I know how to spin this round. What you need to do is you need to tell me whether or not I'm maintaining the sound, because every time I touch this thing, I'm looking for the thing to turn it around. Oh, this is awful. Oh, I think it's here. Oh, I pressed it. Ha-ha! Now, you must tell me if I've still got sound, because you know what happens? It disappears. Oh. Uh-oh. See? Look. There's 1, 2. Safe for the moment. Oh, no. Have you got your goat? Oh, it's Penny. I thought that was your goat, Janine. Janine, you're late. Oh, look, they were all up the hill at the cabin. Oh. Oh. Hello, Flower. Hello, Billy. I do like you. Yes, you're my buddy. Right, let's go see. Where are you? Oh. Are you in your trailer? As in your dump trailer? Oh, here we go. See? She's clearing out. And isn't she doing a good job? It's getting much cleaner. Well, can I actually say something to you? Is that those lids and boxes?
Yeah.
I don't think you...
There's a massive pile of cardboard.
Oh.
You know, that's like this high.
Oh, right, okay. Look, Janine. Look.
Oh, is it 5 o'clock? Why do you have that in my face?
Is it 5 o'clock? Yeah, it's after 5. Oh, she's coming.
No, that's not her.
All right, okay.
Okay, so we
Look
found
like
a
it.
flaw in our whole plan.
Oh, yeah, we did. A big one.
The glass doors and the goats.
Yeah.
We have the goats that went 3 times, but the guy came out and to say hello, and all the goats went that way. And I'm like, no!
Oh.
They didn't smash the door. That looks like Nick. No headlight Nick? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, no headlight, Nick. Here he comes.
So, I'm making progress. Did you show them my progress?
Yeah, maybe if Nick's shown the blinking things on it. There we go. Lots of progress.
Look at the pile. Look at.
Whoa! Well, you'll have to. You'll have. Oh, those are the wee doggy houses, aren't they?
Yeah, there's some siding.
Good.
Some purple siding. I will never have any purple clothing.
No, I've been traumatized by purple. Hello.
Darling, if I'm shopping,
Yeah.
what card should I use?
Did you take the... Which one have you got? Excuse me a second. I'm sort of like on mail chat. You haven't got any card there. Did you bring them down?
Why do you want to see a trick?
Oh, yeah, you can use that one, but that's the one that I can't remember the pin number for. But if you go into the shelf where the hairbrush is, you know the shelf where the hairbrushing is in the first unit, in the dressing room, right? There's 2 cards. One is the ERN code. Huh.
Oh, I saw where those
yeah,
were.
and another one's the red card. So if you take the red card, that one's got the normal number on it.
Right, okay.
See there, excuse us.
Okay.
Pleasure.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, darling, we need milk and oat milk.
Right, maybe later.
Oh, okay. Right, see you, bye. Thank you. Still in here. What have I done to your goat?
You've traumatized her. She's really fighting.
Oh, gosh. That's because she's run. No, look, there she is. She's doing it. Janine! This goat hooks her, she hooks her horns round my thigh and twists, and honest to goodness, she's a butt, a head butter. Yeah. Oh, that's the worst thing you could have... Yeah, that's the worst thing you could have taught that blinking goat. Are you coming in without your goats? They're not welcome. Right, so with your goat.
How many? 3 dumpster loads. This is number
4.
I think it's 5.
You're asking me to count. Let's not bother.
Truckloads of metal.
Cool.
Our metal pile. We have a pile here behind that.
Yeah. And the gentleman will come back and grab that.
And that fence.
It's looking really tidy. Janine keeps giving me into trouble for taking videos when it's not quite perfect. But it's getting there, and it's not going to be perfect for time. So we just need to keep going. Bye-bye, Billy.
Yeah, I should probably run these guys into the... I'm so nervous about the door now. Let me just run these guys into
Yeah. In case they smash your door, Janine.
No, ouch,
Did
grab me.
I know you just used a bad word about your goat. I know.
No, this is not this is a move.
I know.
That was not a nice move.
No, it's like wrestling.
She's playing, but that was a rough one.
She's very rough.
You have to be more gentle. Just be a nice goat.
You have to go be more gentle. Oh, now I've got to get in the door.
Nice goat. I was wrong.
No, totally correct. She's a terrible goat. Oh, Penny, you want to come in? Probably safest. You come with me, darling. There we are. We're in. Penny's like, oh, thank God it's warm in here. Oh, now I have to spin it round. Oh. Okay, let me know again if I'm losing power, voice-wise. So Janine will come back down and join us. Actually, we've been having so much fun with bank cards and people losing them that we've decided to take a leaf out of the royal family's sort of like protocol, and they don't fly all members of the royal family in the same flight. They put them in different, or they used to put them on different planes. So we're not keeping all of our bank cards with the one person because they keep going missing. So I have the ERN bank card. Janine has the Goldy's Farm bank card. Nick has my bank cards, and one of the children has his bank card. So we just like to spread it all around and then blame each other when they go missing. So yesterday I closed down our bank account, our regular use bank account. I realised I didn't have my card, and my card, the PIN number wasn't working, and it seemed to be that there was an error within some little strip or chip or something in the card, and Nick gave his card to one of the children who shall remain nameless, and asked for it back, and she said, yeah, it's in the car. Yeah, not sure which car it's in, but it's not in our car. And so yesterday I said, right, that's enough. We're limping along here, and this is problematic. And so I very wisely sat there and I stopped both cards and I ordered replacement cards. I thought, enough's enough. I'm going to be organised going forward. Oh! And so I completely and utterly shut down access to that bank account. And that was really sensible. And so I transferred money out into a bank account that we don't normally use. And it'll be in the 21st, which I think is round about Monday, so that's great. But I was sitting there and I was just talking to Nick, and I thought I was fiddling with my shirt, and I thought, oh, this is feeling a bit uncomfortable. And I went into this little pocket here, and I found lots of money, which is mine, and my bank card. So I was like, oh, look at this, cooking with gas, all sorted. So I've given him that bank card, and let's hope I haven't stopped it, because he's going shopping. Well, he's not. He's going to get Sophie's eyebrow piercing whatevered. I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, so let's hope that works, because then we can go food shopping later, which is lovely, because we kind of like need that sort of stuff to keep us going. We're all okay for animals. People food, we're not doing very well on. So that's us. We're spreading the loss of credit cards around absolutely everybody, so that we can then say, well, it wasn't me, that was such and such.
Okay, we did that door. I don't know what's the combination. Why do we even have a lock on a
Oh,
door?
we need to take it off because you know it's actually a funny thing. Because I was saying to Nick, I said we need to get that sorted because
Go,
in
go.
an emergency, if
Yeah,
we need to get
right.
into this
Yes,
room,
yes. Yeah,
we'd be standing there going,
yeah.
still doesn't work.
And if we're not home in the fire department, you should never lock
No.
the door with an animal on the other side.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
sure. I'm not sure
That's
why.
my own policy,
Yeah.
but I guess we would just break the window if that was the case.
Oh, we like the windows.
Yeah, really.
That would be very disappointing.
Okay, so these
Kinda
animals are
sneaky love.
officially trying to kill me.
Which ones?
That
Those
goat
goats?
just tried to take my leg off.
I honestly,
Yeah, and
right
I was,
in there.
I was like, "What are you complaining about? She's just playing." And she just did it to me, and I'm like, "What?"
I'm so
Gotta
sore.
work on that.
Right. Okay.
And
Anybody
then
want 4 goats?
I have just invented the new running of the goats because
Excellent.
I have to go into the arena, go across the arena with the goats. But in the arena is the herd of donkeys eating their hay, and they now know there's a routine of donkey where I come in with a bucket of grain
Yeah.
and a bunch of goats in tow. So it's like
They lie waiting for you.
I open up the door with the goats. The goats just put their heads down and like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ah.
You need to put
The whole
You need to
herd.
be in the middle of the goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know who was number one in coming at me?
Arthur.
Elvis. And his horns was right on my back. Yeah.
Elvis?
Yeah. Elvis. They're all just getting a little ornery.
They're all getting a bit smart. So I give Wilbur feed in the morning, and I give Woody feed as antibiotics and as painkillers.
Is that why they were locked in today?
Yeah, because I forgot to open the door.
Well, you
I
must
got
have done it after I
distracted.
fed everybody.
Yeah, I did, and I was wandering around, and then I got distracted, and oops. And so
Geez, I wonder how that happens.
I don't know.
Squirrel.
I know. I was like, oh, look at that over there. I
Yeah.
better go.
Oh my God, I need to go fix that too.
Yeah, so I was doing that this morning, and I had like the minstrels gallery, and they've all got their noses through the bars, going, and then the pair of them. Wilbur was like, I'd rather have the sweet stuff with all the medication.
Right,
Thanks.
yeah.
I was like, small yet mighty.
He
I was
is.
like, I don't think so.
The horse that somebody called me, Ashley called me from the auction and said that there's a pony that needs to be euthanized because he's so lame. And I said, okay, great, we'll give you the money. So that means we purchased the pony for whatever, for $175 in this case because he was so old and so lame.
And broken.
And then another $250 because we're down in Pennsylvania, things are cheaper to get him euthanized. I think it's $160. So we're in it for like $500.
And it was the right thing to do.
And so she calls me. Oh no, she didn't even call me. She had the vet call me and said, you know, I think there's life left in this pony. I don't think he's a candidate to be euthanized. And that never happens down
Yeah,
there.
and he said, I think you can rehabilitate him.
And I
At
said,
which point we were
"Oh."
like, well, we can't kill him if there's
Yeah,
life
and I
left
wasn't
in him.
there. So now I got to line up quarantine for 30 days down in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. For a pony, it's like $15, $20 a day. And then I got to get him transported, which could be for a pony $600 or $700 up here.
And the reason we were going to euthanize him was his feet were
so bad.
He just he couldn't support his body and his feet.
Yeah, he had those curly feet.
Yeah, so then we had to organise
Oh, and
for
then-
him to be trimmed 3 times before
Yeah, with a
he was
special back-
before he was
blacksmith.
upright.
Yes, with a special blacksmith, which we did.
Safe enough
He's
to
like
transport.
He's like a $6,000 pony
I
at this
know,
point.
I
So
know.
now, and you know what? He runs around. He's totally fine. He does have Cushing's, and he has to have expensive medicine every day. But you know, he's very
But
healthy.
Brian actually came in to see him when he was doing something else on here, and he said he's doing really well.
I saw him cantering today.
Yes, I know he's a bit of a monkey.
Yeah, there's. I think that Flower may be in heat
Oh, that's even worse.
because we had a lot of little ponies running in different directions today. A
I,
little unsightly.
I tell you, he is so funny.
Yeah.
He just makes me giggle, and he's 19.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Of course he's got another 15 years left of feeding
But
him.
he and Delight are both the same age, because she's 19 as well.
No, she's not. She's 13.
She's 19. They're both 19. I thought
Delight's 19. She was at the auction. She was 13.
Yeah. Well, because that's the auction. You know,
Yeah,
by
that's
the
right,
time you
I
get
know.
up here and Brian
Yeah.
goes, hang on a minute.
Hang
and we're
on
like,
a
oh
minute.
yeah, another one of these young ponies. No, so the pair of them are kind of like getting on in years, and they're absolutely crazy. It's super. It's really good, isn't it? Really, actually, it's what we're supposed to be doing.
Supposed to do.
Yeah, I was talking to Pam today, and and it's going to be super duper doodah cold.
Oh.
In a very chilly fashion.
And I love that.
Yeah,
Love it.
And I was saying,
Bring it on.
we're down so many horses. It's the horses that take probably the most amount of
The big horses.
Yeah, the big horses take the most amount of feed and the most amount of got to make sure they've got this, that, and the other. And we've only got two. Well, Ted, if you count Ted, but he's on a nose bag.
Yeah, Ted's
a princess.
Ted's a princess, so he doesn't count.
Everybody's favourite princess.
But is it just
2 horses?
2 horses? Yeah, we're about to
And then we've got 3 quarantine.
That's the 3 quarantine.
And then the 3 quarantine. And she said, if we didn't have those 3 quarantine, she said, this would be a walk in the park. And I said, but the reason we have the quarantine, I said, is because it keeps us true to our mission.
Yes, yeah.
I said, because we're still facilitating rescue.
Right.
I said, and anyway, it's me that fiddles with the
And those quarantine are going to be around for a while because they're all sick.
Yes, and they're going to be around for middle of February, towards the end of February.
Yeah. And we have a horse in quarantine down in Pennsylvania, and we'll go down to Pennsylvania to pick that horse up pretty soon, and get the cow and get you a horse off the back wall. So
yeah,
we'll
we
get
like
our
to.
numbers
We
back
like
up.
to have. I think we. Do you know who's else has got standard breds at the moment? Penny.
Yeah. We could just
28.
go straight to Penny's and. We could go straight to Penny's and
because I would like another one. The standard breds, I think you agree. The standard breds are the ones that are the most maligned. I mean, it's awful. They do their racing career if possible. Then they go to the Amish, and then they go to the kill pen. And then they go to the slaughterhouse. Do not pass go.
Yeah.
And they are the most phenomenal.
And sometimes
horses.
they're young because they get in Amish car accidents, which is carriage accidents. So they're young and very lame. But Penny's got a bunch. We actually rescued a bunch with Penny and with
before Christmas
and Helen in New York City. But she does those guys went to someplace else like Virginia.
Yeah.
So maybe she's going to get a standardbred. So
because I love them and I just think they're the most deserving horses.
Yeah.
They're not for everyone.
Right.
Because somebody likes snorty dragons.
Not anymore.
Chester's lovely.
He is. He's a
He's
little snorty.
He's a very snorty. She's snorty as well, but you don't ever think that there's anything going to come of it because she comes and snuffles up to you and goes.
Yeah. It's a trait of the breed, the Dutch harness horses. They all, when they get excited, they snort.
Yeah.
But if you are riding a thoroughbred, like with Dutch harness horse, when they see something, they snort like, and they get a little high in their hooves. And but they're just processing, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, that's just a scary rock," and then they go on. A thoroughbred, however, if they're snorting, hold on because you're about to get bucked off.
Yeah,
it's really there's a totally different. So the first time I rode a Dutch harness horse and they snorted, I was like, "I'm gonna die."
Here I go.
And then I realized, no, they're not. They're just very showy and they're drama queens.
Chester in particular. She is not.
No, she's not.
She is lovely. She's the most sensible, and she's only 11. I thought she was much older than that.
Yeah, no, she's very sensible.
She's 11 and such a sensible girl. Chester, on the other hand,
Chester's an infant.
He's going to be.
He's like 7 now. He's in human ages. That's like 28 or something. 40s. I don't know, but he's always.
He's just not making it, is he?
He's on the spectrum. We love him.
He is, you would have to because he is such an enormous personality, full of really odd quirks.
And we've tried, he looks like a show horse.
Yes,
but he's too spooky to be a show horse or dressage horse. And I've tried to find him homes as in different disciplines, but he always seems to screw it up. And but one thing he's really good at is fox hunting because he gets the confidence from the horses around him, and he's fantastic at it. So we're stuck with Chester. And
he also gets all his wriggles out. Very quickly.
Yep.
Because he loves being active.
And we have Wallace to do tune-ups on him because he hasn't been ridden since I haven't been on him since Thanksgiving.
Well, don't you worry about it because now what he's doing is giving everybody in the farm a show, and he's going up and down the massive paddock. The tail is in the air, the head is up, and he is high-stepping up and down the paddock.
I know that because I follow the Topsfield page, and I see pictures of my horse galloping around from people I don't even know.
I know, he's terrible.
Yeah.
And people do stop their cars on the road and go, look at this idiot.
Because I didn't realize that horses can actually move across the field without any 4 feet touching the ground. He's just flying and leaping and bounding.
I know. And he is stunning.
Yeah.
He is stunning.
Yeah.
And he's such a nice boy. Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, thank God. So Wallace, I have to say that there's been a few horses I've gotten where I'm very appreciative that Wallace can turn around just about any horse.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, that would be super.
So it looks like Bella's on.
Well,
People
I
are
actually
chatting about Bella.
I actually said to Bella yesterday.
To you, someone.
That's a text message.
Okay.
Right. I said to Bella yesterday she should come down and bring Ziti.
Oh, that would be fun to have her as a guest. Yeah,
that would be really nice if she's comfortable.
People would
getting
love
here.
that. Yeah, Bella, will you come for a mail call? And thank you for reminding Miss Carlene. I have to go pick up Larky because Carlene is now out of COVID jail. So I dropped off Larky this morning, and I forgot to go get him, and I just gave Nick the car. Oh, where's he going? Can he go get Larky?
He's in Nashua.
Nashua, New Hampshire? Oh, that's a long way away. He's
Is
on
it
the back.
Salem?
We have to go back. Is there room in the...
We can put him in the Volvo.
Is there room in the Volvo?
No, it's not room in the Volvo, but we can make room in the Volvo. In fact, the red car's coming back. Ava's he's climbing and she'll be back. The other red car. My
Okay.
red car.
Okay, because I could drop you off at Meredith and forget to come pick you up again.
No.
So anyways, so Carlene's doing great. I saw her this morning. She's super excited to come home. And I put out a video today. The sliding glass door came in. The place is looking really good for my mother. Of course, I'm running out of money, but that's okay. I think we'll make it. It's very stressful, but I'm right on target for the budget. So
I'm doing really well time-wise.
I'm doing really well time-wise. I'm relying heavily on these guys. Like the poor guy. If he's not here by 8:01, I'm like, where are you? You coming today? Oh God, where are you? And he knows how the guy that's doing the work. There's two men that come every day, and then the supervisor and or the business owner, I guess, Clivel, and they speak Portuguese. They speak the same Portuguese as Wallace does. They chat away. They're really a nice group. Although these two don't really speak much English, I'm able to show how appreciative I bring them. I gave them the cookies that they were here the other day. I gave them cookies today, and then I had a cookie. And they know how important it is to get this done. So they're really trying to rush through.
Yeah.
They'll be working tomorrow.
Which is good of them.
The ceiling's done. The walls are done. I did that same... Nick didn't like the color I picked for the walls. I did that same... what is it? Intimate white that has that little touch of pink. Half down in
I know.
Aiken. Do you not like it?
He doesn't like pink.
Okay, but do you like it?
Yes.
Okay. You're not just saying that.
No.
So the walls.
I said to him. So I looked at the video and I said, with me without my glasses, I was
Yeah.
like, "Does that look pink to you?" And he went, "No."
Oh, okay. He came down and he
so
walked
then
in.
he came down and he went, "It's pink."
Yeah. In the sunlight, at night, it looks
It'll
white.
be warm and cozy.
Yeah, but when it's really sunny out, it just has a little bit of a pink that comes out. And I have it down in
And it's
down
lovely
my house
down in Aiken.
In Aiken, and everybody that walks in, they're like, "I love this color." So the walls are that pink color. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
It's
intimate
actually white with a hint of pink.
Yes, intimate white. And then the wood that's covering up the foundation is white. So there's a contrast. And I try to explain this to my mother, and she's like, she doesn't care.
I know.
way overdone it.
Everybody's sitting there going, and then this is happening and that's happening. She's like, whatever.
That's exactly whatever. I'm not, and then she's like, I don't want to pay for all this stuff. So I'm like, it's okay. I'm paying for all this stuff. So if people are thinking that I've gone over the top, it's because I have gone over the top. But I had a budget and I'm sticking to the budget. It looks really nice, but it's not.
Needs to be. It was a laundry.
Yeah.
And
so it had to be gutted. And if I'm going to, she wanted to put in a drop ceiling. And I was like, so I talked to them. And the drop ceiling looks a little cheesy to me. Mm-hmm. It looks a little I don't know. Over time, the drop ceiling, the tiles start to, I had them in my basement in Middleton. But then he said, and I said, what about putting wainscoting wood up there? And he said, well, that would be less expensive. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. So that's what we did.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, so it's not like I've gone I haven't gone overboard.
No,
and I've gone to building the sliding door that we just put in. The first one I priced out was $5,400, and that was like, But we got one at that building supply for $1,250.
And Nick said now it's in. He said it is so smooth.
Yeah,
because that's
really
the bit you worry
looks
about,
great,
that the slider is not smooth.
Yeah, it's going to be smooth to the go through in it.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to be different if I go through in a $1,200 door versus a $5,000 door. I would cry. So yeah, this is fine. But we're not.
Oh no, I think we should instigate it's goat meat if it ruins that door.
Right.
Because quite frankly,
we'll be on mail call on
Crying.
Monday. No, on Monday, eating dinner like it's just a little goat food. Yeah.
Oh, honestly, they're just full of nonsense.
Yeah, but I can't wait for my mother to come home and have. I mean, years ago, before she went on this path of service dog project, she had a normal house.
No,
Well, I take that back, but it was kind of normal.
regular.
But so it'll be really fun to have her back, and she'll sit at the window and she will
Shout instructions.
tell us everything we're doing wrong, and give us lists in the morning. Yay! Yeah, we just laugh a lot because that's all. If we weren't laughing,
It's called
we'd be
hysteria.
crying.
It's called hysteria. I think.
Yeah, there are some days I just go to the cabin and shut the door and cry because I can't go anywhere. Like if I'm not here at night, I went out to dinner last night. If I'm not here, she's like, where are the dogs? Where are the dogs? 8 o'clock. I'm at
It's
dinner.
not
I'm
like it's not
I'm
like.
coming home.
Are you okay, Janine?
Yeah.
It's like where are the dogs?
What happens if we don't have a generator for the lower half of the property anymore? So she's worried that the dogs are going to be cold.
Yes.
Not me. Not
No.
me at all. I have no generator. Not me.
She's not worried about you at all. You're fine.
Yeah.
No, and what was the other thing she sent me when it was really cold, and it's going to be very cold this weekend? And she sent me a text and she said, "Do you know where Janine is?" I said, "Maybe." I was like, "Where's she going with this?" I was like, "This must be." I've been phoning and texting Janine and she's not replied. So she said, "How do you know where she is?" I went, "Well, I sort of know where she is." And she's like, "You know it's really cold out there. She could have fallen." And hit her head, and she might not be home. I went, nah, she's home.
Or I could have gotten on a plane and flown down to South Carolina where it's 55 degrees and sunny.
Well, I mean, choices,
And live
Janine.
happily ever after.
Exactly. Gone off grid.
Yeah.
So so she does watch. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's good. And I'm going to do this very quickly. This is from Jan Gerhol. Thank you, Jan. That's lovely. No, and I've got glasses because I'm really.
Oh,
smart.
and by the way, Fugan sent me a box of chocolates, and it's gone missing. Well, I went to go today. I went to go open up the what do they call hanging up the shelves. Okay, this is that word. Fill in the word. The hangs up the shelves. You put the wood on them.
Hangers.
The brackets.
Brackets.
The brackets. I went to open the brackets and found chocolate. I don't know where my brackets are, but they were in a box that was the same
So
size.
does
as
that mean I
chocolate.
still don't have shelves?
You don't have shelves because I can't. I found chocolate though. You have chocolate. I'll share my chocolate.
I wanted the shelves.
Yeah.
Anyway, chocolate's fine.
Go ahead.
Abraham Lincoln. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. Now, is that a man, or does that include women? As in,
We're good.
Oh,
We
we're-
can be a successful liar.
Excellent.
You just when you tell a lie, it's hard because like 6 months,
You
years.
gotta remember it.
You gotta remember it. Yeah.
James Thurber. Progress was all right, only it went on too long. Yeah, we know that.
It's going on too long for me.
Exactly. Oscar Wilde. I can resist anything except temptation. Well, that just about. That
narrows it down.
That narrows us down to our going to auction.
Yeah.
Like, no mares, no Dutch harness, and no mules. And then we're loading mares and mules and the occasional Dutch harness, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
So.
And so you didn't do a job this morning because
No,
you went to try and get your eyes sorted.
I went to go get new contact lenses. And then I ended up doing a job because I brought Larky and had to go through all of the nursing home. And Larky has his own following there. You walk in with him, he's got to say hello to the receptionist, and then everybody that's in the activity, is that Larky? So I had to go in there. So we did see quite a few people just trying to get to the room. And yes, and so didn't make as much progress today as I'd wanted in any front. We worked on getting the new mailbox at the end of the driveway. And
And do you know how I know that? Because the mailbox is lying on the ground. I went down to get the mail
That's
and I
how
was
far we
like, uh-oh.
well, I've never seen that mailbox could have survived a nuclear bomb, a
Yep.
hurricane, anything. It had so many. The board so there's two boards that drilled it to the tree.
Yep.
That must have had 30 screws in it. And then there's a piece that came out here that was a hinge with 12 screws in it. And then a thing that went this way with another 8 screws in it. We were there for a good half an hour just unscrewing everything. And then the way, it's not only are there a bunch of screws, but there's gigantic bolts.
Yeah.
Like the 30 screws didn't hold it enough. They have these bolts that are, and that you couldn't get the bolts to move by hand. So we have decided to change course and use that board. The board's not coming off.
I'm
that tree
surprised
easily.
that tree is still living.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, with the amount of hardware in it. And you know the funny thing is, absolutely everything we have taken apart here, it has been over-engineered with nails, the biggest nails you've ever come across, and screws on top of the nails, and then there are bolts with those things that stop you stripping them.
Yes,
There's a bit of everything.
A bit of everything. And the funny thing is not every screw had the same bit thing.
No.
So
No,
we'd be
because-
going along, and then you got to change. Like, who put?
What are those? Is it a star?
There's
Bolt or some star? Right.
There's star ones, and then there's plus ones.
Yeah.
And so we didn't make as much progress. We have no mailbox right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean
but we have a
anything.
board. So now we're just,
You hang a bucket on the board, and then they put your mail in the bucket.
oh, okay, Carlene.
Well, that's what they do when the plows take out your. Do you not do that here?
I don't know if you guys. Yeah. Okay, yes, they do that here. But I'm trying the on top of it all. It was a gigantic purple mailbox that was like scratched and dented, and then there was white. I don't even metal shelving that was.
Oh,
holding-
yeah.
the metal shelving here that went.
The thin white wire,
so
coated wire.
The mailbox is here. Then there's the metal shelving here to reinforce it, and then 2 boards here, and then boards up there. Everything was way over and it looked awful. And then on top of it, way up here, is a sign for the service dog projects, which, as you know, can't wait to get that down. So
just takes a pair of ladders.
and I don't want to put a post in because when I was living in Boxford, I put in, at first I had a nice post, and that got hit. And my mailbox would end up way off in the woods in the swamp. And then so I put in a granite post, and that got hit. And the granite post and the mailbox ended up next to the other mailbox in the swamp.
Naturally.
And then so I caught the granite post out. Dana helped me fix it with concrete, hung it back up. A week later, somebody hit that down. So I actually hung my mailbox from a tree, and that's what I thought we could do. But it's just, I can't. I give up. I give up. So
I think you just paint that structure there, and you'll be good.
Yeah.
Brown
Okay.
tree color
We're gonna paint it tree color and add a mailbox.
and add a mailbox.
Done.
Job done.
Yeah, and take
Exactly.
down that sign so we look like we don't. I just want to look like the Clampets. That's my goal, is just to get rid of the Clampet. Not that there's anything wrong. You know, like the Tin Pan Alley.
Well, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Or you could just send the goat down to get the mail.
Right.
Meet the post person coming along.
I really. There's a flaw in my design with all of these glass windows. I did the glass windows because I didn't want the dogs on the wood or anything else.
And also, it gives your mum access
And
to
the full
just
view of
watching.
everything that's going on, I
Yeah.
thought would be nice. And we'll give her some curtains so we don't have the full view of Carlene White.
Well, that's the point.
And then the 2 glass doors on the side have internal blinds, so you can
Yeah.
block out when my mother's, naked or doing anything. We can block her off from the world.
'Cause she
and
does.
put the curtains across. I didn't think of the goats. And if you take the goats are such a problem. So sometimes I take the goats over the flat field, over the arena field, into the back, into the Tanner barn. But there's acorns there that seem to be more interesting than the bucket of grain I have. So I lose all the goats on the acorn field, and I can't. The only way to get them back was to let Larky out. Because when Larky's out, they all get nervous and they kind of pack up next to me. And now I know that little goat's trying to kill me.
And me. Got me first.
Awful.
It's
She
very
hooked me.
sore. I know. It gets you right in there.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's not funny.
No.
Whoever taught her to do that?
You.
No, I taught her to high five. I did not teach her to.
Well,
poke
she's
your
taking
leg.
it one step further
Yeah,
and going,
yeah.
high
So you
five,
gotta just take
down
your
low.
glove.
Yeah.
Gloves can be
Yeah.
a weapon.
But we can't issue everybody coming onto the farm a pair of leather gloves.
I know, especially in the summer, we're not going to have gloves.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Ugh, little stinkers. Right, we've got a really busy weekend. Did you know that?
Well, I know that the stall fronts are coming tomorrow morning, and I need a whole bunch of people to help unload them.
Oh, well, guess what
Do you have
else is
people?
coming? Ashley's coming.
Oh, good.
And
And
I
her
think-
strong husband?
I think so.
What time?
I don't know. But she's bringing us hay.
Oh, God, so much heavy lifting tomorrow. I'm exhausted already.
But I'm going to take the hay on to Meredith. It's second cut.
Okay.
But this second cut, I
Right.
worked it out in my calculator.
Okay.
This second cut, and I can't remember the numbers because remember me in numbers, for 100 bales, because it's $9 and it's normally $11.50, we save over $100.
Why is she giving this to us?
We're purchasing it.
Oh,
But she's picking it up because it's coming from a farm up there that she uses.
okay. So we're purchasing that. Did I know that?
Yes, I asked you.
Okay.
I said,
oh,
is it okay to use the card? And you said yes.
I guess it's okay to use the card.
Wait, I said in
I thought we were getting the hay for free, so I'm sorry. I'm just
No, that's why I said, can we
bursting.
said,
You've bursted my bubble.
Sorry, but we're
I thought you know how I get about free hay.
We are saving so much money in this hay.
Okay. All right. So, Leslie, I'm planning on tomorrow morning. Okay, so Leslie's going to be here. That's fantastic. And Leslie, by the way, fantastic job on the pipes. She and her husband John did a bunch of work here, and it's really working out well. So thank you.
They're very good because they just see a
Yeah.
job that's needing done
Yeah.
and say, would you like? We go,
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
course
they're
we
very
would.
good.
Thank you so very much. So that's good. So they're coming tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then there's something else happening. I need my whiteboard down here so I can write on it. Aid
I'll
memoir.
just go grab that.
It's very heavy. I tried.
I'm tired of lifting heavy things.
I know.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to get that sorted out now. I'm
Okay,
going
do
to
we
look.
not have another phone? Where's my phone? God.
Where's your phone? I have
I
no
have
idea.
literally
have you got
no
the bank, Have you
idea.
got the bank card?
I do have a bank card somewhere.
I explained.
I have no idea where my phone is.
I explained to everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody our system with the bank cards, like the travelling royal family. You've got one. I've got one. We will not be travelling with them together. And at which point we'll be solvent.
Yeah, we can never find them. Oh my God.
I know. And Janine's now very embarrassed going to the bank
Yeah.
because.
Because I've been labeled as the airhead that loses the cards all the time.
But I think she probably goes
I've
in and
had
blames
worse
me.
labeling, so that's okay.
You've had what?
I've had worse.
Oh well, that's
labels.
fine. Yes.
Are you looking for
Questions?
Okay.
I'm really good at this. Where in the White House will the dog door
Okay,
be?
excellent question.
Whoa.
Reminding me that I've got to order it, but it's going right next to the glass door. So it's going to be only one door where it was before, but it'll be inside the black fence, so that
Yeah.
dogs can go in and out. Yeah, they don't have a door to go to the outside and just be loose.
No, because we've got goats.
Um,
Janine, you're the Energizer Bunny.
Not really. Not really.
Maybe you're a rechargeable one. We just need to recharge you.
Yeah, and you know what is recharging me right now is those cookies. Whoever sent those cookies, the
Is that the grandma's cookies?
the ones that came that they look like they're handmade.
Yeah, that's the grandma's cookies.
There
Somebody
was
said.
like a meal. I had.
Well,
I
but
had the,
nobody put a sending message with it.
oh, they're good. Whoever did that was really nice. I've been dishing them out to people. I think I'm going to stop doing that because I had the raisins ones with raisins, oatmeal raisin. It's like a meal. It's delicious.
Love those goats.
Oh,
Who is
yeah.
that?
Yes.
Oh, are you close by?
Yeah, really. Would you
We'll
like
send,
them?
We'll send them.
Yeah.
What purpose is the ledge in the White House that was brown now painted white?
Good question. The back, that building was built into the hill, so that's actually part of. There's a foundation there, so it's all cement. That's part of So there's the wall in the back is right underneath. That's about 4 feet tall, and that covers that. It used to be a bedroom.
Yeah, it was
And
your bedroom at
yes,
one point.
Yep. And that covers up the cement. That was my solution 100
Do you know
years ago.
something else exciting for Mike?
What?
His new car came,
Oh, Mike got a new car today.
and his old car's gone,
Yeah.
and his lovely,
Yep.
very shiny, beautiful new car's
Yes, we're
here.
very excited for Mike.
Yeah, and
they took the old one away.
yeah, And he's delighted because Mike runs 3 jobs,
Yeah.
and one of them's DoorDash, and he was using that truck for DoorDash, and it was costing him so much money in gas. So he is absolutely delighted, and it's a lovely car. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Little Subaru.
a nice start for him.
But you know how fast he's going to drive around that with that little Subaru, though.
I did say to him, I said, "Safe travelling, Mike," slowly,
Slow down.
and he went, "Oh." I was like, "Oh." Anyway, right. I know this. Why do you think your mother put the?
Olaf asked me that today. He's like, "What is with all these numbers? They don't seem to match."
They're not sequential.
Yeah. What's your answer?
So I asked your mother.
And what'd she say?
Sheer devilment.
Okay, that's exactly like. There's no. I said to Olaf, "There's no numeric order of these numbers. There's just They randomly made,
or color.
Right. They randomly made all of these bright colors and put them on all the buildings
With lots of nails, screws, and
Yeah.
hammers.
Yes, they're hard to get out.
Yes, they are. Very hard.
Almost as hard as a mailbox.
So my building, what does my house have on it? Oh my God.
See, I mean, nobody
I've got something like 64. So when the delivery people come up, they say, "Oh no, I'm looking for 37. I'm like, "That is 37. They're like, "But it says 64. And I'm like, "And?" I'm like, "Does that look like an official number?"
Yeah.
And
what is the number on? See, I walk by
and there's
them all
some, and there's some, you don't notice them any longer, and there's one on the cabinet as
41?
well, and
No.
it's something totally different.
Yeah, and there's numbers on everything.
Yeah, and so
There's no logic. Like you could think
No.
that all the ones on this side of the property are one number, and over there, no.
no, and there's no color
No,
coordination
yeah,
either.
yeah.
And so I said to your mum, I said, why are all these crazy numbers up here? I've got enough problems with numbers,
I know,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And she said, "Oh, for the sheer fun of it," and I went, "What do you mean the sheer
how
fun
fun
of
is
it?"
that? Yeah.
And she said, "Well, I used to just say to people, so go and find building 24." She said they would wander off, they'd get, and she said, but it got them moving round the farm.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
She probably told them a number that didn't exist.
They got them moving around as Caroline sits there in her
Going,
reverie. It's like, hoo, hoo, hoo. You're never gonna find a 24.
because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
and it's not all. I mean, there's not 64 numbers in the
Oh
farm.
no. Oh god, that would make
So
it almost
there.
logical, but
Yeah.
no, there's no. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the sheer fun of that.
And
Yes.
how fun is that? Yeah.
Yeah, especially when it's really cold.
I know.
Excellent stuff. To randomly identify them. Yes, that sounds quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, it is not so much fun. Honestly. But it is actually quite good fun until you have to go and find something.
It's fun everything
In the
is
summer.
more fun in the summer. Right now, everything's gray and dirty and cluttered, but in the summer, it's actually nice here.
This person here, Tiggy, can't wait to see Carlene's expression on all the renovations when she gets
Yeah,
home.
she's gonna be like, "What did you do?" 'Cause
She
it looks
is
nice.
She's going to be like, "Where's my rope?
Yeah, really.
Where's my rope?"
Yeah, there's no ropes hanging from the ceiling yet.
Not yet.
We will be putting them up though, but
Oh yeah, because they're super things.
Yeah.
Oh, send your goat. Roger Reed must be wanting a goat now. We've got 4.
Yeah, you get all 4.
Yeah, they
Can't
travel.
be separated.
They
We'll send them
travel in
tomorrow. Where is Roger Reed?
one
One is not coming.
Florida.
I'll tell you that much. One
No.
is not coming, but the 4 goats are.
Yeah.
They're on their way right now.
You
So
can
I wanna
thank
pick them up.
you can thank us later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear. Now, Sizzle and Larky.
Larky is at the nursing home with my mother. He's been there since 11:30 today. He's probably got to pee. Gotta go get him. I'm sure by now because I meant to do it before mail call, but I got so caught up in cleaning out the G10
And goats.
and on the goats. Yeah.
Blinking egg.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right after this. As soon as,
As soon as we find a car.
as soon as we find a car, and then get all the crap that's out of the back of the car that I've seen in the car. Like there's bags of grain in the back of the.
Well, can I tell you, your cars are also very full of things.
I really like. This is not me. I usually have a clean car.
I know, but do you know what it is?
Non-cluttered.
Do you know what's really it's been very discombobulating because there's been nowhere to put things. You go around with grain in the back of the car because you don't want to put it down.
We now can start unloading stuff into the. I'll put up those shelves tomorrow, but I put the cans in there.
Yeah, I
so
saw that.
we're halfway there.
Yeah, so that's
so
good.
We're on the cusp of having I
Lots of-
really like.
lots of
I'm going to
places.
die or trying because I want to have a place for everything on this farm where I can say, where is the scoop? And it'll be right there. I mean, Meredith is pretty nice. I say, where's the scoop? And it's right there. Scissors or is a little bit iffy, but we're going to get organized.
Yeah, it'll be super. How is your mother?
She's fine. She is good. What is the pony's name?
Wilbur
Wilbur.
or Flower or Delight?
Delight, because she's delightful.
She is. There's Bella, who's going to come visit us.
Yes, Bella, you're on for.
Yeah, she is going to come visit, which
Yeah.
will be lovely. Otherwise, we'll come find you, and you don't want that, because Janine will bring her goats.
I did bring Carlene 2 cookies.
Oh, it's Sherry. Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
Yes, thank you for those. I don't know where they came from, but those are delicious.
Yes.
And I only brought Carlene 2 because I want the rest. No, because she'll eat them all. So
No, she'll
yeah.
give them to Larky. That's
Yeah.
what she does.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, we sometimes watch Penny at the auctions
Yeah.
as well.
We've been with Penny at the auction too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the thing about these standardbreds, they're actually in the kill pen, so these aren't ones that are running.
Right.
They've,
She goes into the kill pen.
they've run through the auction
Yeah.
and they're finished.
Yeah.
So
they
this
don't
is
go
a
to.
bit.
And that auction that you're watching is the Lebanon Valley auction. It's not
Yeah.
the New Holland auction. The New Holland is like lower. It's the lowest auction that you get.
It's the last ditched attempt to sell
Yeah.
the animals
Yeah,
before
because
they
the
go.
trucks at the end of the day go to Mexico.
Yep.
So horses that you see run through Lebanon, and a lot of them will turn around and be in New Holland the next Monday.
Or mules that you see in Lebanon, you will chase across the country and get
Oh,
them
right,
as
yeah.
they've arrived,
And then pay extra.
and then pay extra and extra gas.
Yeah, and then that same mule that we chased all over the place,
Yeah.
will jump or broke through the fence and took Ted to Middleton twice. The
2
next
nights in a row.
3 miles away from Meredith, 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, in the dark, in the summer.
It's hard to find a home for someone who's that terrible, but we managed to down in Pennsylvania. So not in an Amish home.
No,
but
not in an
nice
Amish.
working farm.
With a blacksmith. And the
Yeah.
funny thing was, every blinking fence was metal.
Oh, really?
We're like, oh, this will do the
As I
job.
explained to him, like, we can't keep her in. And she was a nice mule.
She was lovely.
Yeah.
That's actually the one animal I would have loved to have been able to maintain.
After the second night, you're
But
walking
after
home.
the second night of walking home,
With the police escort, by the way.
and the 2 mules, Ted, who's like, listen, I walked here, I can't possibly make it back.
Too tired to get
I'm
home."
exhausted. And
Can you bring the home to me?
yeah, and Mavis, who's like, oh, great, another adventure. She's out front.
Bright lights,
I
too.
know.
I'm
I've Stretch Armstrong in the middle, pulling Ted and trying to pull her back.
Ted's trying to get into the police car. Like, oh, take a ride.
He's like, help me.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, so Wallace, I was out with my girlfriends. I don't know if I've told you the story. If my girlfriends are watching, they're going to hate me. But I was out with, this is like when Wallace was doing, probably a year and a half ago when he was
Yeah.
riding in the ring, horses. And my high school girlfriends, there was probably 10 of us at dinner. And Wallace had just been kicked out of the arena, so we had to cancel his rides. And all of these women, I went to high school, none of them are horse people. And one of them was like, oh, why isn't Wallace riding anymore? I really liked watching Wallace. And I was doing it on my Facebook feed when he was riding. I really liked Wallace riding. And another woman across, she's like, oh, yeah, I watch Wallace too. Oh, isn't he fantastic? And they're all watching Wallace. And I'm like, are you kidding? Why are you guys watching? They're like cat people. It turns out they're like, he's really handsome. They all have a crush on Wallace. They had no idea he's like in his 20s. But they were watching the Wallace because they just were like enthralled at the cowboy riding the horses. So
It's really, and it's
so
really,
he'll have good viewership, at least with them.
he will. That's at least 10. So sorted.
Yeah, Lincoln is he's over in Ipswich with the woman that does she's an Kathy Marshall. She's an interior designer and she has her own television show. So he landed himself a sweet deal.
Yes.
Larky can't stay overnight because
He needs to pee.
He probably needs to pee, but I'm sure she can. I just don't want him to be an inconvenience to anybody down there because he can't go as much.
He is with her.
Yeah. He was really excited to see my mother too. He ran we're walking down the hallway, ran past me, he knows exactly where her room was.
She'll be delighted.
We are not doing a heated floor. It just got too complicated. So
Yeah.
we're doing a engineered wood, and
Yes.
my mother is happy with it.
Look, there's Ashley. Ashley, come tomorrow. Big strong arms.
Yeah,
Big
what
big
time?
big
What
strong
time are you gonna be
husband.
there? 'Cause
Please.
And I need to confirm when we're going to have strong people to unload those. We're going to have another.
Oh, we
pile.
need the tractor.
Yeah, well, the tractor's working.
We've got those pointy things for it, haven't we? Did they take them? Was that the other tractor?
I don't know if we have the pointy things. I'll have to look. I didn't see them because I'm cleaning out the G10.
They used to sit right outside
they
this
took
wall.
Them. They took them. That was for this tractor too. Yeah. Olaf might have pointy things. I don't even know how to put them on.
I know how to put them on.
Oh, you do.
I just can't lift them.
You know how to put pointy things on a tractor? What other mad skills have you been
Oh,
hiding?
do you know? I had to put them on once because somebody showed me how to put the blinking things on, and I'm standing there with this big heavy metal pointy thing, and I'm going whoa, and they're like, "Listen, you do it this way." Did they help? They just directed me, and so now I know
Was
how
this
to put it on.
recently?
Yeah, about a year and a half ago.
Here?
On that tractor.
Oh, on
yeah.
that tractor. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I think they're gone. But
Ew.
I will look one more time. But I've cleaned out that whole area already.
Ugh,
Yeah.
silly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be a lovely place to carry on our mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, message me about coming to Mailco so we can find a day. You could come once a week.
Yeah.
In fact, you could do it remotely from you as well. We'll come to you.
Gotta have cookies though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, hoping next week, if all goes well. They're working on a few things now.
For Carlene to be back.
So we're making really good progress, and they're excited to help us. So
Yeah.
it all comes down to these guys.
I know, and they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And everybody says you're doing a wonderful job.
So it doesn't, it's overwhelming.
Oh my goodness, Roger Reed's gone totally off-piste. Get her a megaphone with the window up. I'll be your mother. Absolutely
No,
not.
we're gonna
She doesn't
put you
need...
on speed dial for my mother.
She doesn't need a megaphone.
You can listen. You can get the list for us every day. You know, if you put planners out there, they're going
to eat it.
They're going to think planners are going to be in there, so they're going to be more likely. I do like the idea of planners.
Well,
that
I'll
look
tell
really
you,
nice.
given the fact
they
that
attract
I have
ghosts.
planters...
And even if you put fake flowers in them, they still attract the ghosts.
Yeah, they've eaten everything.
Yeah.
Little stinkers.
They are little stinkers. Where is Larky now? With my mother. Yeah. Thank you. I would have completely forgotten.
Oh, she's as feisty as ever.
Oh yeah.
She's got months of feistiness built up.
Yeah. Really. Sizzle is in the house. Sizzle, she likes her quiet time. She and Wanda are in the house.
Yeah, they're actually sharing a bed, those two.
Oh yeah, they get along really well.
It's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
Can you put decorative, easily removed stickers on the glass door so people and animals don't walk through it?
Yeah, those little, we could do that. Yeah.
Carlene get her food delivered. Delivery window installed.
She can roll right up to the door, and her walker, she can walk right out. So it's a game changer.
Oh, she phoned me the other. Was it? Must have been yesterday morning. She phoned me yesterday morning, and she said, "You know, you don't get hello or anything. It's like Pomodori's. Has to be Pomodori's in Ipswich." And I'm like, "Yes. What about it?" So anyway, these bowls. Have you worked out how it works? And I'm like, "No, I've never even looked at it." She's like, "So it's quite an interesting concept. So if you could just go on to the Pomodori site on the computer, it has to be the Ipswich one, not the Georgetown one, because I don't like that one." I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Work out how they do the bowls, because they're great." I was like, "All right, excellent."
Click.
I said, "At which point, I think if the bowls are that good, you want to be getting them from Ipswich Pomodori's."
Yeah.
And that solves that problem.
As you
and
know,
they deliver.
Because thank Betty for sending us so much great food. Yeah, so
Hold your horses. The coldest weather is coming Monday.
Oh.
What? I thought it was only wind chill 23. That's nothing.
Yeah, I looked at it and it says feels like -5.
See, I don't know why people don't have the metric system here.
Yeah.
0 is freezing point. Anything below that is obnoxious. -5 to me is like, okay, it's only -5.
Okay, so I can explain that. -5 is awful. Every water pipe will be frozen on that day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we have to bucket water around here because for some reason some of the donkeys don't like to drink out of the thing with the heater in it. There's a tub full of fresh water with a coil in it that has a little bit of heat in it, and it changes the temperature of the water, and some of the donkeys won't drink in it. And I know that because I've tested it, and I put one bucket out with just water in it next to this other bucket, and that bucket is always dry. And as soon as I fill up that bucket, the
all
3
come
donkeys,
over.
I know who the donkeys are.
Yeah,
that
that's a
won't
funny
drink
thing. That's actually quite common.
Charlie's one of them.
That would be
So
about
I'm
right.
constantly carrying around buckets for these damn few donkeys.
How many people did you see going in today?
Oh, they weren't on the schedule, so I probably saw another 20 people today.
Yeah.
But that's Linda. And I did fill out the forms for the other 2 this week.
Yes, Sizzle and Wanda are keeping warm in the cabin.
Yeah. It's nice and toasty there. It's actually warm in this building, too. And as you can tell, Penny has fallen completely asleep.
Yeah.
It's very rare that
The
she's
time she
quiet.
ever falls completely asleep.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
It's because she's tired.
She's really nice when it's just Penny. When it's Penny
Yeah.
and Larky, it's just too much dog.
It's Larky's problem.
I was so proud of Penny yesterday at the job. She didn't pee on the floor. Yes. It's always a good day when the Great Dane doesn't pee on the floor. It's the second time we've been to that nursing home. So I always want to make a good impression, and there's nothing that makes a worse impression than when Penny pees on the floor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The only thing that's worse is when Angus pees on the floor. Which we don't even. Yeah, that's another problem.
We're gonna have to take him out and work with him because he's getting really nibbly.
Who? Angus. Oh, Angus is awful. Yeah, he bit me twice today.
Did he bite you in the bottom?
The goat's trying to kill me, and Angus is biting me.
He bites me in the bottom.
He walks right up.
No, he bites me in the backside every time.
You smack him? Again, we're walking around with gloves. Yeah, wake him right up.
I go like that.
Is this
Pink.
abuse? I don't think so, but it wakes him right up. Yeah.
Yeah, does it
And that,
stop-
I don't know how to get... That's because he's been loved too much.
I know.
I smacked him with my glove today when he bit me.
I know.
Yeah.
And he's like, what was that for?
Yeah, exactly. He didn't seem to understand because a couple hours later he ran up and bit me again.
Yeah. He's
That's a problem.
yeah, so I think we take him out on what we did with Enzo. We used to walk Enzo Ferrari 3.5 miles.
Yeah.
And when we first started walking him, he would put his head down and try and bite you in the back of the calf.
Yeah.
After about the 3rd session, he was like, oh God, I may as well just give up. And he just 3.5 miles all the way around the farm, and then brought him back, and now he's adorable.
You can catch him.
I can catch him.
can't.
He comes up to be haltered. You have to speak sweet words to him.
Yeah, I speak. Yeah, I do the sweet words.
Yeah, go away,
Add those
Enzo.
words to the swear jar. Yeah, yeah. I talk nice to him, and then he runs off, and that's when the sweetest words come out.
I do.
God damn it.
I do.
But the only way I catch him is with grain, and then you can't not catch Enzo.
Yeah.
It's a little dangerous.
He does. He comes and gives you cuddles. He's a lovely boy. Best mini mule ever. No.
Oh, did you talk about to ask Allie if she could pick up Murder Meal tomorrow? Or did we forget?
Actually, no. Because Phyllis hasn't got space for him until next week. Because of the weather coming in. But we'll be fine because we'll have to bring the mayor in.
Okay, all right.
There's no way she's going to manage outside.
All right, yeah.
Because the water just goes, you pour it and it's like freezing coming out the jug.
Yeah.
So she's going to have to come in.
Oh, God, okay.
Oh, Bella used to have goats.
Oh. They used to jump the fences and follow me to school. That sounds exactly what goats do.
I think you need more goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 4 of them.
Do you know, next...
Just be careful of that one because she's going to try to kill you.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody trained her bad things.
I know, somebody. Nick's mum used to have a Labrador, and I can't remember. Oh, it was Plato. He was a great thinker, not. And Plato was so naughty. He used to follow the children. The children used to walk down the road, go to the train station, and go into Glasgow to go to school. and they also had sweets in their pockets.
Oh, yeah.
So the dog used to follow from child to child to child, and she got a phone call from Hutchison's Grammar School, and they said, "We're just calling you because we think we might have your dog. This is the number that was on his collar, and he's in the office, and if you wouldn't mind picking him up."
I'm sure Bella's mom got the same. I think we have your goat here.
Goats. And she said, I was absolutely mortified. She said, I had to drive all the way into Glasgow and to pick the dog up. And the dog was just so happy.
Oh, yeah.
He was
That's a
happy.
good day.
Happy all the time.
Going to school with a bunch of kids is a good day for a Labrador.
He was absolutely atrocious. And she had a wee two-seater sports car with the roof down. So she and the dog drove home, and his ears are flapping in the breeze. And she's like,
Your mother had a...
No, Nick's mother.
Oh, Nick. Even worse. Oh, I can...
My mother doesn't like dogs. So she was like, I just can't believe it. I am so embarrassed.
Nick's mother had a sports car. That explains a lot about Nick.
Yeah, well, do you know, and Nick came to pick me up. The first time we went out, Nick came to pick me up in this car, and I was really embarrassed. Because I don't like showy things.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like mortified. I was like, could we go in my... I had a Volvo 340.
That's a sweet ride.
Have you ever seen a Volvo 340?
And that's the little boxy ones?
Yeah, the one that looks... Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was the most peculiar shape.
It's almost did you remember, you probably don't know the Pinto?
No.
It's kind of that same box thing.
It was like the ugliest car I think you've ever seen. And so he drove up in because we all drove our parents' cars, and so he drove up in this very, very sleek car, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be feeling a bit embarrassed. I said, we could go in a Volvo. He's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
But I tell you, that Volvo was phenomenal. It went everywhere. It lasted from myself to my brother to my sister, and my sister is 12 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And she said that she was so annoyed that she was the last one to get the Volvo because it just kept living and there was no reason to kill it. But nobody wanted it because it was antiquated.
Yeah.
One of my friends had actually replaced the engine in it as a project for super fun, as one does on a weekend.
Yeah.
And so my sister, she got this Volvo, and she was like, there's no reason to get rid of it apart from the fact it is just the ugliest car she'd ever seen.
Yeah.
So that thing lived forever ever.
We've got a Volvo that's living forever. That thing's...
Yeah, but that one at least looks nice.
Yeah.
This other one was terrible. A pair of binoculars.
Yeah.
We're going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah, she does watch...
Everything. She
sits there she's figured out how to find all of the reruns of mail calls, and every once in a while she'll text me about something that we said.
Yes.
But it's all in good fun, so she knows that.
No.
Okay.
Oh, so I think I know what goes on with the online calendar, because somebody said, I found it once and I can't find it again. It seems to be because I found it once and I can't find it again either.
I gotta work on
It's something to do with the fact that I'm using an iPad and a phone. It doesn't work in either of those two, but if you've got a laptop or a computer, it does.
Okay, yeah, because I don't have problems. But
no,
a lot of people have had.
Everybody else can get on it. It seems to be me.
And it will be helpful because I have people that want to come on jobs, and I say, can you find the calendar? So that's always a problem. Will the White House have a generator? Yeah, well, that's a problem because we need a generator, not necessarily for the White House, but for the ICU.
Yeah.
And they're going to be $10,000 between 8.
Well, do you know what's even
10.
worse?
What?
I started looking at them online, and there's a certain wattage.
Yeah, I think the ones that we need.
I can't remember because I think that one would have been a bigger wattage than the house.
Because it has to do this, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm looking into that, but I did not have that in my budget.
But you know who might know the wattage?
And I'm going to be out of money when this project is over, so it might take us a little while. But that should be a
quite big priority.
That will probably be a Carleen White expense versus a Goldy's Farm or a Janine expense.
Yeah, but the thing is though, you might have to split it between your mum and Goldy's. Because this place needs it.
Well, if Goldy's has the money. That's the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Goldy's is doing fine right now. I like having the buffer of cash on reserve. But at the end of the day, we're one vet bill away from, running out. I always like to have a good buffer. We have a decent one right now for catastrophes.
As long as it's a small catastrophe.
But if Carlene can afford it, so we'll get a generator. The bottom line is we'll get a generator, and somehow we'll get paid for it. And I don't think it'll get paid for by Goldy's farm.
Well, we're half the responsibility of it. In fact, there's this building, that building, and that building.
Yeah.
And this building is essential.
Right.
Because if we need a heated building, this is where all the animals, like the rabbits, everything
we do
would
have
come.
to have the rabbits, because the rabbits don't care about heat.
No, but if we had a real catastrophe, and something came down on their tree, you would be bringing them and using the inside out.
Yeah, this is built for emergency.
I just want you to know, I need heat and air conditioning in the summer, okay?
Yeah.
I will not be doing anything in here
Elizabeth's
without
house has a generator.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll all be up there. But we can't, because you've got your own dogs.
I've got my own
integrate.
dogs. And
it's
the
a little
chickens and the chinchillas.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking because if we do have a power outage to the point where it's going to be a couple days, where do I bring the 3 Great Danes and myself?
Exactly.
I can't go. Olaf's going to get 2 dogs over there, and
that's why we need the.
Yeah, so
that's why we do need a generator.
This problem pretty quickly. But I didn't put that in my budget for some reason. It didn't occur to me. So
I actually didn't realize it gone.
Yeah,
but it's definitely gone. How silly is that?
So we'll we'll run some numbers and figure that out. But I really do not. Well, we can argue it later. But we have enough expenses for Goldy's farm that we have operational expenses, and then I have a buffer of money for emergencies. Yeah. And we're staying current with operational expenses of going, keeping up the animals and feeding everybody. So I don't have. We're not doing I don't want to use infrastructure costs on it at this point.
Here we go.
Unless we get a huge grant.
Yes, that's different.
That's a different story. But
yeah. Your mum handed out the squares at Dogfest, and people were told to paint them and put whatever number they wanted. That's why there's nothing sequential.
See, and that was the days when Service Dog Project was super fun. Yeah. And people did some creative things with the colorations. And that explains the 15 different small canisters of paint that I just uncovered.
Yes, so they also painted the barn from Home Depot leftovers. And why the crazy colours? Because they were cheap, we know.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that. Definitely seeing that. Yeah.
Myrtle Beach sounds delightful. Free leftover paint from the paint shops.
Okay, that's exactly. And you know what? There's so much leftover paint. That's I was just cleaning out the G tent, and the entire G tent must have 30 things of paint. What do I do with all that?
You have to.
We talked about this. I got to go to that day.
Or you put if you put cat litter in it, which actually ends up being quite expensive when you've got that number. Yeah. You can put it in the trash.
Can I use recycle? Can I get people to give me cat litter?
Mm-hmm.
And I can use used cat litter. That'll be pleasant. That might be cheaper. What do people do with their cat litter? Why do we have all these people send us cat litter?
Oh, but stinky cat litter. I don't want used cat litter.
Boxes and boxes of used cat litter.
Yeah, and then the mail delivery won't come. They'll be like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Not touching their toxic waste. Yeah. What was the colour?
We'd be like the crazy cat. We'd be like
crazy cat ladies. And we don't even have a cat.
But the mail that comes for them smells like cats.
Oh dear.
It would solve the problem.
It would solve the problem, yes.
If we could get a bunch of used. I don't want to go out and buy new bags because that will be costly.
Yeah. And it's a waste.
And I have so much of this stuff. And that's what the woman at the dump said, too. It's just fill it with cat litter. Just go down to the... And I'm thinking, how much does cat litter cost?
Yeah.
So, anyways.
What was the name of the paint and colour that you used?
Intimate white.
Oh.
Intimate white. It does look white, but when it's sunny, it's kind of has a pinky colour.
The farm is nice.
I hope people are going to come and visit this summer. That'll make...
Oh, look, maybe Bella's the person we're looking for because she thinks she can join virtually.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, but we don't know how to do that, Bella.
Yeah,
you need to educate us.
Got to fill us in on that one.
Oh, I remember that escape event with Ted twice.
Twice, yeah.
You gotta love Ted.
Oh, yeah. He's been staying in since Mabel left. Was
Yeah.
it Mabel? Is that her name?
Mavis.
Mavis, yeah.
Yeah. She was a lovely mule, though.
Yeah.
Tell ya. He's a good-looking young Brazilian. Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
we're on the Wallace thing.
Yeah. He is. He's a nice person.
He's super nice, yeah. And he will hopefully be here tomorrow to help us unload the heavy things.
Oh, the cookies came from Grandma's in St. Charles, Missouri. I heard them advertised on a local radio station as they were helping a local dog rescue called Stray Rescue, so it seemed appropriate. Very much so, thank you.
I thought they were hand-cooked, made, baked. Yeah.
No, she was just sprung from quarantine today.
Yeah, yes, my mother is no longer under quarantine.
Yeah.
She's free to roam around the country.
Yeah. Cross state lines.
And more horsemen in the tent.
20-something-year-old horseman in the tent working the egg whites. You have a point.
Yeah, we should get some.
That means that you and I don't cut it.
No, that ship has sailed. Yeah. And
Excellent.
I was just looking at myself today. Like I had to go to the eye doctor, and I'm like trying to like clean up a little bit to go to the eye doctor, and
I know.
I don't know. I'm like I don't even know where to begin on that.
Well, I've now gone through every piece of footwear
Yeah.
that has all been to the barn now, and that's
Yeah.
bad because they'll smell.
Yeah. I've just stuff
And I only
everywhere.
know they smell because other people tell me because I can't smell it. Oh my gosh. Go away, it's giving me instructions, the phone.
Okay.
Nightmare. Freezing weather all next week. Well, you never know, we might have a heat wave. Oh, you can get those. Your mother's going to hang up CDs. Remember, to deter birds, you put CDs up so they spin.
Will those work for the goats in front of the door?
Those would probably attract the
Maybe-
goats.
Yeah, maybe we should hang. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, that just.
Drip your pipes, yes, that's actually important.
Yeah, I got heaters on the pipe.
Yeah. Oh, minus 30 wind chill. Ooh, that's not cool.
Heating tapes, yeah. We don't have any of those.
We should probably find some of those.
We should wrap because we've got heated hoses. So,
I brought that heated hose down, didn't I?
where? Down where?
I brought it down to here.
It doesn't matter here because I carry the buckets of water.
Right. But I did bring it down. We have still got it.
You're asking me? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Don't leave stuff hanging around because it'll end up in the trash.
No. It was one of the heated hoses. I bought the same ones
Okay.
that we have in Meredith.
Here.
Yeah, but I wonder if... I brought it down before Christmas. I wonder if I put it somewhere silly.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that. But
Oops.
there's so many discarded hoses here. I've stopped. We've got 2 or 3 good hoses.
Yeah.
I've stopped even testing them because they just look old, like they're going to leak.
Well, you know, the problem with it is when you test them at the moment, you then end up with an icy patch.
Right. Or even worse, it sprays on.
Oh, there's Wallace. Hello,
Hi,
Wallace. He's
Yeah,
like,
we're
I'm not...
talking about you, Wallace.
Yeah, and we need a time for tomorrow when you'll be down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be texting you soon.
Oh, look, Bella was pulled out of class to bring her goats home. Oh, that's a great excuse. Oh.
Yeah. We have a lot of. We have a lot of. Are you only halfway through?
No,
Okay.
no. Oh, it's okay. She lived across the street from the school.
Oh, that's even. Can you imagine the traffic as the goats
Yes,
are
I
walking
can.
across the street? Yeah.
I can.
Yeah. Drip your pipes. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So the cloud dock for the calendar.
Maybe a fundraiser raffle. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Generator. Yep. But you know what? I think we ought to write a grant. I got to start writing grants as soon as I have time.
A generator in the airstream.
But no, the
No.
Airstream is plugged in.
It has its own thing.
Yeah. Actually, the Airstream has. If it gets, so that's what I was thinking. Is if it gets really cold, the Airstream
Has its own. It's got propane.
It runs off of propane, but I think it
Yep.
still needs electricity to get the propane going. I'm not sure on that. Nick would know the answer to that.
Oh, because he read your instructions.
The shadding just covers operational costs.
Yeah.
And So I don't really, but we do have a buffer for emergency, so we're running fine. And I have everything that we've needed. We're doing, everything that's needed has been accounted for. I just didn't account for a generator. So my bad.
Yeah. If you leave the lid off.
Oh, that's a good idea, because that's what she said at the dump, as long as they're not
Sloshy.
So maybe if I just open them all up, of course the dogs will get in them, they'll put their foot in and then run around.
Oh, now Bella's getting a bit... Yes, that's probably a very good idea, but you know what? We'll have to sit and work that out, because
Yeah,
we did
practice
try
that.
to do that, because Janine and I tried to connect when Janine was in South Carolina.
But we're not the most.
But that could have just been us.
Yeah, that we're not the most savvy. Yeah.
Oh, have a raffle for someone to come for an Airstream weekend in the summer.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Yep.
Janine, you have a contractor license friend can purchase you one at cost.
Oh, yes. Well, the contractor here might have some
Yeah.
connections.
Yeah, the big old stove is going in, but it's not going to be connected.
Yeah, I don't want her playing with fire.
No.
And because what happens also with that gigantic stove, then she makes us carry wood, and she makes us cut wood, and she makes us cut down trees and cut up wood and bring them over to her. It's just too much. And then we got to clean out the stove. No.
No.
Getting too old.
And the other thing is it really dries out that air really quickly.
Yeah. I can
so-
barely keep up with the pellet stove.
I know.
So, I just passed Michelle.
Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
She's probably listening to us and going, actually, I think I've changed my mind.
Cleaning up the cabin as we speak.
Auction a date with Wallace for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
I think his wife would be a bit pissed off.
That would raise some money, though. She could get over it.
Yeah, and we love his wife.
Yeah, she's very nice. She's very nice.
Maybe Carlene's golf cart by the slider with the tear of the goats.
Oh, yeah. We need something that they're afraid of.
Uber Larky home tonight.
Yeah.
I'll sort him. Yeah, but the problem is if we did that, your mother would sneak in.
Right.
She'd like, Larky,
Okay, let's
cover
go.
me.
That's a great idea. I wonder if you could Uber a dog home.
Oh, there's Michelle. You see, now there could be 3 or 4 of us on Mail Chat.
This could be like a whole Uber business. Considering all these people have to take their dog to doggy
the
daycare.
vets.
Uber can take him home.
Yeah, well, they bring children.
Well, he would definitely jump in a car with a stranger.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if they have a cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
would be-
That's a
that-
great idea.
that would be super
How
duper.
funny would that be? When the Uber driver drives up and it's a dog.
And a dog of Larky's
Larky
size.
size. Yeah, that's funny.
That would be super. Right, so that's the last Mail Chat for the week.
Oh yes,
But
yes.
we'll keep up to date with pictures and videos.
Okay, his dad's wife Ubered her small dog to the vet. There you go. I think we should try it. Let's try it.
Yes. Oh, be careful. Brazilian women are very jealous creatures. Yes.
Oh.
I'm not messing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
she's lovely.
She's very nice. Yeah.
And we like the
we
whole
wanna
family.
Do nothing to upset the.
No.
We are so dependent on Wallace and even his dad now for
Yeah,
all
no.
the stuff that they do. So we know better.
Yes.
So there'll be no offering Wallace out for yeah.
Oh, you had to make a proper studio for Mail Chat. Oh, yes. What do you mean? This is us.
This is proper.
Yeah. Phew. This has taken us a long time.
Got to get the whiteboard up. We got to get the futon on. We got
want
to do
my
our
desk
changes.
down.
There are changes that need to happen to this room. We've been talking about it. We like to talk about things for a long time and do nothing about it.
Well, I can't even find the pedestals for the desk.
What desk?
The desk that's going here. 2 sets of drawers.
Oh, yeah. See,
It's somewhere.
we got problems on top of problems, but we're making progress.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Sometime.
I forgot that we're using one of your desks.
Yeah, it's going to come down.
Yeah.
So that'll be
But
fine.
at least we could set up the futon and make this a little homier.
Yeah, but then the dogs will lie in the futon.
Put that is going out there.
That is because we're bringing the birds down.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll make some progress this weekend.
At some point.
No guarantee. She's a little slow.
Okay, right.
Making progress, unlike me.
Yeah, I'm slow and considered. You're fast and straight in there. Accelerator, the brake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yin, yang. Yep.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll see
All
you
right,
soon.
that's all for today. See
Okay.
you soon. Going to get Larky. No. I think we should really seriously consider the Uber.
Yeah, because we've got to find a car.
We'll let you know. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.